Welcome to The Buzz from channelbuzz.ca. I'm Robert Dutt. Today is Thursday, April 30th, 2026, and here's what's happening in the channel today. Special edition today. I spent the last couple of days at SAS Innovate 2026 in Dallas, and there's a lot going on here. Product announcements, some candid conversations with SAS leadership, and an honest read on where the enterprise AI market actually stands right now. Let's get into it. The headline from the show floor is that SAS is opening its Viya platform in a way that it hasn't before. They've launched a Viya MCP server, Model Context Protocol, which means SAS's capabilities, whether that's fraud detection model, a forecasting engine, or a statistical analysis tool, can now be called directly by external AI agents. If your client is running Claude or Microsoft Teams as their AI interface, they can now reach into a SAS Viya model and invoke it as a tool without being inside Viya at all. Microsoft and Anthropic integrations are live now, more LLMs coming later this year. Alongside that, SAS Studio is being rebranded as SAS Workbench, arriving later this year, and SAS is also expanding native support for open table formats, which they're framing as finally making cloud migration financially viable rather than painful. And for partners and developers interested in building on top of all this, an Agent AI with SAS Viya certification is available now, and a free open-source Agent AI accelerator framework is up on GitHub. SAS has been making governance noise for a few years, and this week, AI Navigator got more concrete. This summer's release adds automated crawlers that scan the enterprise and surface AI agents and models the organization didn't know it had. Agent sprawl is real, and this is a direct response to it. Navigator is also being decoupled from the full Viya platform and is coming to the Azure Marketplace in both public and private configurations, meaning that you don't need to be a Viya customer to have a governance conversation. I sat down with Reggie Townsend, SAS's Vice President of AI Ethics, Governance, and Social Impact. His framing is worth repeating. Governance is no longer a compliance checkbox, it's a competitive differentiator. In his words, the AI debate is no longer innovation versus trust. He told us that the Navigator product grew directly out of an internal SAS problem. They discovered 5 different business units were using 5 different AI models to respond to RFPs. They consolidated to one champion model and one challenger. That specific use case became a product feature. One of the more meaningful conversations this week was with Gavin Day, SAS's Chief Operating Officer, who oversees all revenue-generating functions, including channel. He gave us a really honest look at the market. On AI ROI, productivity gains are real. SAS internally cut their development lifecycle by roughly 60% using AI techniques. But for high-stakes mission-critical use cases, the precision problem remains unsolved. His line, if you ask an LLM the same question 10 times, you don't get the same answer 10 times. And if you're working on anti-money laundering, that's never going to be okay. There's the gap. He also confirmed what a lot of people in the industry are probably already seeing. Behind closed doors, CIOs are telling him that IT budgets are quietly being redirected towards AI experimentation. Nobody says it out loud, but the investment is real, and the ROI conversation is still very much open. They confirmed that as of last summer, SAS automated their inbound partner lead routing. Leads that fit a partner profile now go directly to that partner without SAS in the middle. Small operational detail, real signal about where their head is at in the partner motion. He also flagged something worth watching on pricing. His prediction is the industry is moving towards outcome-based models where customers start paying when the technology is implemented and actually delivering value, not on a multi-year implementation runway. That's a shift worth tracking. In addition to this episode of The Buzz, tune in later today for an In the Channel episode where I sit down with Ryan McDonald, Country Manager for SAS Canada, to find out about top opportunities for the company's partners back home. And tomorrow, I'll bring you a conversation with John Carey, who has significantly ramped up the company's partnering efforts over the last 4 years. Of course, there's plenty going on beyond SAS Innovate this week. Here are a few of the headlines that caught our eye. For more details on any of them, check the show notes or blog post from this episode. Microsoft beat Q3 earnings last night, Azure up 40%, Copilot crosses 20 million paid commercial seats, and M365 E7 launches tomorrow. Lenovo's acquired Phoenix Technologies' firmware business, bringing in-house the firmware running over 1 billion devices worldwide. Auvik has launched Aurora AI agents embedded directly into its platform for proactive MSP network management, and Aviatrix is out with Agent Guard, an agentic AI security platform built around containment delivered entirely through the channel. More on any of those items on the website or in the show notes. That's how we're seeing the headlines today. I'm Robert Dutt for channelbuzz.ca. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.